What is up, everybody? You are not going to believe what we're diving into today. This is bigger than any challenge, crazier than any stunt we've ever pulled. Two absolute titans, Donald Trump and Elon Musk, locked in an epic battle that could change everything. Trump, the rule-breaking former president, Musk, the visionary behind Tesla and SpaceX. This isn't just a feud, it's a war between two of the world's most powerful egos, and you've got a front row seat. Buckle up, this wild ride is just getting started. Money makes or breaks campaigns. For a while, whispers swirled about Elon Musk backing Trump, a dream scenario, a golden ticket. But then Musk pulls the plug. Suddenly, the financial support Trump hoped for is gone. The message, the ATM, is closed. It's a bold move, sending shockwaves through donors and showing Musk's power in this high-stakes rivalry. When Elon Musk makes a big money move, it sends shockwaves far beyond the immediate players. His decision to distance himself from Trump is more than just one man's choice. It's a trendsetter, forcing tech leaders and political circles to reconsider alliances. This isn't just about money, it's about power, perception, and a new chapter in a high-stakes rivalry. Elon Musk's social media platform, X, is his digital battlefield. With hundreds of millions of followers, Musk wields massive influence. His posts can go viral in minutes, shaping news cycles and public opinion. He uses memes, witty jabs, and relentless mockery to target Trump, fueling a high-profile feud. But does this trolling sway voters or just energize his own base? The impact is still up for debate. Is Musk's relentless X offensive a grand strategy or just chaos? It's both. Musk's tweets can be impulsive, but also brilliantly calculated, provoking, shaping narratives, and keeping him at the center. Trump, the original Twitter master, now faces trolling from the platform's owner. Their online jabs aren't just for show, they shape public perception and fuel a digital rivalry the world can't ignore. Elon Musk drops a digital bomb on X, linking Trump to the infamous Epstein files. The internet explodes, feeds refresh, group chats blow up, and the world stops to watch. Was Musk exposing truth, playing 4D chess, or just bored? One thing's clear, the shockwaves are still being felt. And you know Trump wasn't going to take this sitting down. No way. He came out swinging, folks. Denials, all caps rants on his own platform, calling Musk unhinged, a total disaster, probably a space alien. Who knows? He accused Musk of trying to distract from his own problems, of being a puppet for the deep state. It was the classic Trump counteroffensive, turning the attack back on the accuser with 10 times the force. This wasn't just a denial, it was a declaration of all-out war against Musk, and he was bringing all his firepower. This whole insane episode completely rocked public perception of both these titans. Did Musk come out looking like a hero, a whistleblower, or just a billionaire troublemaker? Polls were going crazy. Some people believed him instantly. Others thought he'd finally lost it. And Trump, well, his base probably dug in even deeper. But for those on the fence, this threw a massive wrench in the works. It's like the whole country was forced to pick a side in this unbelievable billionaire beef. Who do you believe? It's a total mess. The political fallout? Oh, it was huge. Absolutely gigantic. This wasn't just some celebrity gossip. This was playing with political dynamite, especially with elections always looming. Trump's opponents seized on it immediately, using it as fresh ammunition, proof of whatever they wanted it to be proof of. It added a whole new layer of chaos and uncertainty to an already unpredictable political landscape. Could this actually sway votes? Could this change the course of American history? The stakes are unbelievably high, and the craziest part, the accusations are still just hanging there like a dark cloud. No definitive proof has surfaced publicly. No smoking gun, just Musk's word against Trump's. It's left this lingering shadow, these unanswered questions that keep everyone guessing. Will the truth ever come out? Or is this just another unsolved mystery of the internet age, fueled by speculation and partisan warfare? This is like the ultimate cliffhanger, and we're all waiting for the next episode in this bizarre saga. You can't make this stuff up. All right, hold on to your seats, because this next part is absolutely bonkers. So in the middle of this heavyweight feud, Elon Musk, the guy who literally builds rockets, threatens to decommission SpaceX Dragon capsules. Yes, you heard that right. He basically said, you want to mess with me? Fine. No more rides to space for you, America. Can you even comprehend the level of this power play? It's like threatening to turn off the sun. This wasn't just a casual remark. It was a calculated shot across the bow, and it sent panic through the entire aerospace world. Now, you got to understand, SpaceX Dragon isn't just some cool toy. It's America's taxi to the International Space Station. It carries our astronauts, our vital supplies, our scientific experiments. For years, NASA has been relying on SpaceX to keep our presence in orbit strong, especially after the space shuttle retired. So when Musk even hints at pulling the plug, it's not just an inconvenience, it's a potential national security crisis. This is like taking away the keys to the kingdom, and everyone started freaking out. The reaction from NASA and the government was, as you can imagine, pure, unadulterated chaos. Picture this: emergency meetings, phones ringing off the hook, scientists and generals pulling their hair out. They were probably scrambling, trying to figure out if he was serious, what their backup plans were. Spoiler, not many good ones. And how this would affect literally everything. This wasn't just a threat to a program. It was a threat to America's leadership in space, a position we fought decades to maintain. The pressure was immense, and Musk's reasoning for this insane threat, he wasn't shy about it. He basically linked it straight back to the beef with Trump, claiming unfair political pressure that the government was trying to screw him over. So he was ready to take his ball and go home, even if that ball was a multi-billion-dollar space program critical to the nation. Was he bluffing, or was he genuinely prepared to ground America's astronauts to win a political fight? This is high-stakes poker with the future of space exploration on the line, and Musk just went all in. If Musk actually followed through with this, the consequences for United States space policy would be catastrophic. We're talking about setting back American space exploration by years, maybe even a decade. We'd suddenly be reliant on other countries, maybe even Russia again, just to get our astronauts into orbit. Can you imagine the embarrassment, the loss of prestige on the world stage? It would be a monumental setback, a self-inflicted wound that could take forever to heal. This is America's space dream turning into a potential nightmare. And the money, guys, the financial fallout would be insane. Not just for SpaceX, which would obviously lose billions in government contracts, but for the entire aerospace ecosystem that depends on these missions. Thousands of jobs would be on the line, from engineers to technicians to the people who make the astronaut food. It would send a shockwave through the economy, and investor confidence in these massive, ambitious projects would absolutely plummet. We're talking about a financial black hole opening up. You can bet Trump's administration was in full-blown crisis mode. Were they trying to negotiate behind the scenes? Were they calling Musk's bluff, daring him to do it? Or were they secretly trying to find another company to fill the gap, which, let's be honest, would take years and cost a fortune? The pressure on them to resolve this, to keep those rockets flying, must have been unbearable. This was a standoff of epic proportions, with America's future in space hanging precariously in the balance. This whole insane episode also raises a huge question about these public-private partnerships. Can the government truly rely on these maverick billionaires when so much is at stake? If one guy can threaten to derail national strategic interests because of a personal feud, what does that mean for the future? Will NASA and the Department of Defense be more hesitant to put all their eggs in one billionaire's basket next time? This could fundamentally change how America reaches for the stars, and not necessarily for the better. It's a mess. All right, so the feud is red hot, and Trump decides it's time to hit Musk, where it really hurts his wallet. We're talking about Trump's administration starting to make moves, big moves, to cut or threaten Musk's lucrative government contracts. Imagine the power, being able to just snap your fingers and potentially cripple someone's multi-billion-dollar empire. Trump wasn't just throwing punches anymore. He was bringing out the heavy artillery. This was retaliation on a scale we've rarely seen, targeting SpaceX, Starlink, maybe even Tesla deals with the government. Think about the sheer number of contracts Musk's companies have. SpaceX launches critical national security satellites. Starlink provides internet to the military and underserved areas. Even Tesla has deals for government vehicle fleets. These aren't just small-time gigs. These are massive, multi-year, multi-billion-dollar agreements that are foundational to Musk's businesses. Losing even one of these would be a huge blow, but Trump was hinting at a full-scale financial assault. This is like trying to win a video game by deleting the other player's save file. Brutal. And the justifications Trump's team started floating, oh, they were creative. I'll give them that. Suddenly, there were concerns about national security, whispers about performance issues, vague statements about reviewing all options. But come on, let's be real. The timing was a little too convenient, right? It reeked of political payback, a clear message. You mess with the bull, you get the horns, or in this case, you accuse the president, you lose your contracts. The world was watching to see if this was genuine oversight or just pure, unadulterated revenge. Musk, of course, didn't just roll over and play dead. No way. He came out swinging, tweeting up a storm, accusing Trump of abusing his power, of trying to stifle innovation, of crony capitalism. He probably had his lawyers working overtime, preparing for legal battles that could last for years. His supporters rallied online, crying foul, claiming this was an attack on American ingenuity itself. This was shaping up to be a legal and public relations battle royale with billions of dollars and reputations on the line. This is insane. The financial fallout for Musk's companies could have been massive. Stock prices crashing, jobs at risk, and innovation threatened. This wasn't just about contracts. It was a signal. Musk's empire under attack from the highest level. For Trump, it was a gamble, showing strength but risking backlash and accusations of abusing power. This was a dangerous game with America's future on the line. Picture this, the Trump versus Musk feud just hit a whole new level. Trump is reportedly considering using the full force of the federal government to investigate Musk's companies, focusing on immigration. Musk, himself an immigrant, leads companies like Tesla and SpaceX, employing thousands. A federal investigation could unleash chaos, raids, audits, and a PR nightmare. Employee morale would plummet and top talent might flee. You know Musk would fight back loudly, publicly, and relentlessly. This is high-stakes drama, and the world is watching. Hold on. This story gets even wilder. Trump is reportedly considering a federal drug investigation targeting Elon Musk and his companies. Remember Musk's infamous Joe Rogan podcast moment? Opponents could use that to attack his credibility. With SpaceX and Tesla's sensitive government contracts, even a hint of drug issues could be devastating. The fallout, plummeting stocks, shaking investors, and Musk's reputation on the line. Using federal investigations as a political weapon sets a dangerous precedent. This is unprecedented and honestly a bit terrifying to watch unfold. Buckle up. Trump is reportedly considering revoking Musk's security clearances. For SpaceX, that's existential. No clearances, no government contracts, no launches. It's a massive show of force, a move that could cripple Musk's empire and send shockwaves through Washington. If this power play happens, expect legal fireworks, social media battles, and a high-stakes showdown between two titans. Imagine SpaceX suddenly locked out of government projects, key staff losing access, Starship grounded, billions lost. Tesla could be next with government partnerships frozen. This isn't just about Musk, it's about trust in the system. If security clearances become political weapons, every company is at risk. The fallout, a national crisis, and a dangerous precedent for business and government alike. Trump's executive orders were his ultimate weapon, bypassing Congress to quickly shape policy. Imagine him using that power to target Elon Musk's boldest projects, Starlink, Neuralink, Tesla. He could create regulatory nightmares, slow innovation, and rattle investors, all with a stroke of his pen. The presidential pen isn't just for signing, it's for waging war on rivals' futures. Imagine a wave of executive orders targeting Starlink and Tesla, complex regulations, spectrum re-auctions, and funding shifts to fossil fuels. Musk would fight back in court and on X, but the damage could be done. Investors spooked, innovation slowed, and America's tech edge at risk. It's a dangerous game, one that could sabotage not just Musk, but the future of American innovation. Wow, what an unbelievable saga this has been. We've witnessed a clash of titans, Trump versus Musk, where politics, tech, and egos collide on a global stage. Is this feud real or just strategic theater? Who do you think will come out on top? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I'll be reading every one. Thanks for joining this wild ride. Don't forget to subscribe.